So I'm going to have to restart this game, but you guys cannot get mad at me because I don't know what the heck is going on right here. This is some weird stuff. Welcome back everyone to the Illinois Fighting Illini Dynasty here on NCAA 14 as Illinois coming off a big win last week against the now number 6 Nebraska Cornhuskers. They were number 3 and they were undefeated, but they lost their undefeatedness and their high-powered offense only scored 7 points in a 17-7 loss versus the Fighting Illini. The Fighting Illini play their last Big Ten game unless they make the Big Ten championship, which they need to win this game, and Nebraska needs to lose against either Iowa or I forget who else they play. Maybe Wisconsin. I'm not sure. But it doesn't really matter, as Illinois should be able to win this game, but it's not going to be super easy. And then next week, it's not even a Big Ten game. It's against New Mexico State. So there's going to be some backups play to that game. And for these last 2 games, we're doing a little bit of experimenting. And we're changing the quarter length from 6 minutes to 8 minutes. It's probably not going to be permanent, but just to experiment. So Illinois, Wisconsin is underway. As Illinois, which is tails because tails never fails, and it failed there. Well, now it's a blizzard, as 2 of Illinois' probably their best players both have some records to break. Eric Fisher is 1 touchdown away from the most passing touchdowns by any player in a single season. And Jackson Kelly is 1 touchdown away from more receiving touchdowns than anyone in school history. Is not a great start for Illinois as Eric Fisher gets sacked. It is 3rd and 17 for Illinois. Not a great start for the offense, as Fisher will pass a screen pass for Kendrick Foster. Foster gains about 11. Lovie Smith really wants to go for it here on 4th down. Don't really get his decision, but he's going to go for it. As Fisher, under a lot of pressure, somehow it's caught by Kelly, but Wisconsin will get the ball back. I have no clue what Lovie Smith was calling there. It is 1st down for Wisconsin at about the 25. It looks like they are probably going to be the first team that strikes here, as it'll be a read option. Young has no one near him. I don't know what the heck that was. And Matt Young will score on a running play. I think Georgia Tech has lost 2 in a row, as they were number 2 last week. Now they're number 8. And they're continuing their slide as they lose to number 10 Virginia Tech. Probably not going to be number 10 for much longer, as they should probably soar up in the rankings, maybe like 8 or 7 or something. And in some Big Ten play, Michigan, who started out 0-3 or 0-4, is really getting it together. They'll have 1 regular season game left, and they can potentially clinch a bowl, as they have played some very good Big Ten football as of late. It is 1st and 10 for Illinois, almost at the 50, as it looks like their offense hopefully can make some progress after what happened last drive. That was pretty ugly, as Fisher doesn't know what to do with it. He's going to look for Dan Cook, who's wide open, and he dives to gain 40 yards. Probably could have got a touchdown, but still a big play nonetheless. Wonderfully executed play, as Illinois will be starting this play, or this set of downs at about the 12 or 13, as Kendrick Foster on 1st down will easily get the touchdown, showing off the stiff arm, and this game should be tied up. Wisconsin quickly got off the field with a 3 and out, as it's 3rd and 9 for Illinois. Fisher looking to pass. Fisher scrambling. He's going to be sacked on 3rd down. Doesn't lose any yards, but Wes Abrams with the sack, and Wisconsin will get the ball right back. Both teams are quickly back on the field after 2 very bad drives. Did I just say both teams are back on the field? I meant the Wisconsin offense, as Delshon Phillips gets the sack on 1st down. Also just had a 3 and out, and Illinois is back on the field. So not only is there been no offense, there hasn't even been a 1st down since Illinois scored. As Fisher on the run, he finds a wide open Dan Cook. Cook has a 1st down, past the 40 to the 35 or 36. This will almost certainly be the last play of the 1st quarter, as Fisher will pass it. Fisher, under pressure, looking for Kendrick Foster. Foster has a 1st down. He gets by the 20. 2nd quarter underway. Your score, Illinois 7, Wisconsin 7. And Illinois is now in the red zone after 2 nice plays, as Kendrick Foster has blocks, and he has his second touchdown of the game as Eric Fisher has not been able to break his record yet, but Kendrick Foster is playing well. As Kendrick Foster, he actually breaks his own record, the most rushing touchdowns for anyone in school history. I didn't even realize he was going to break a record too today. It is 2nd and 12, I think the 19 for Wisconsin as Daniel Stewart gets the handoff. He gets by Brennan Booth. He has blockers, and Daniel Stewart gains 36. That should have been like a 4-yard gain, but it wasn't. It is 3rd and 2 for Wisconsin, as they've gone with a lot of run plays this drive, and that trend will continue, but it won't work as Daniel Stewart won't gain anything. It'll be 4th down. Will they go for it? Will they kick a field? And they're going to go for it, which makes sense with this blizzard, with the awkward field position. Even if Keem Manson wasn't the kicker, I think Lovie Smith would definitely go for it. As Stewart, he will be racked up behind the backfield by Delshawn Phillips. No first down for him. Beautiful tackle. Look at it again. Big defensive play on 4th down. Gets Illinois the ball back with some nice field position, but nothing to brag about. As Fisher sees a wide open Jackson Kelly, jukes an offender and won't be tackled until he gains 32. Illinois is going to go for it. This was the game's idea, not Lovie's, but his coordinators, I guess, convinced him. As it'll be a pass. Fisher looking. He finds an open receiver. It's Daniel Barnes, and he gets for 20. At NCAA, you trust, Lovie. Illinois will go for the field goal with Keem Manson. Probably going to regret it. The kick is up, and it is, I think, wide right would be an understatement. We have a studio update for you, folks, as it's now 21-14 Indiana-Ohio State. When Illinois and Ohio State played, remember, the final score is 21-11. And in the second quarter, there's already 3 more points in that. Illinois receiver Dan Cook actually has back spasms. He'll be fine, but you never like to see injuries. It's not like you're playing a video game here. This is 1st and 10 for Wisconsin. Hand off to Stewart. Ben Adam Wade is right there. Wisconsin has just avoided the pass. I don't know if it's because of the snow, but Eric Fisher has played well, so there's that to put it in perspective. As Young looking to pass it. He's going to be intercepted by Darsheen the Dream Bang Bang Brooks. He might have had an interception last week. I'm not sure if it was last week. But Darsheen the Dream, he's been playing very well lately. The fan favorite senior. That's the 20th defensive turnover for Illinois this season. It is 3rd and 6 for Illinois. 0 for 4 today on 3rd downs. And I do not expect Illinois to be kicking a field goal from here, as Fisher will pass it. Fisher looking for Kelly. Bad pass. Incomplete. Illinois is going for it. It doesn't seem stupid because they're not going to punt it on the 30-yard line, and Keem Manson cannot make kicks from here. As Fisher, he almost got it off, but he didn't. This has been a very strange game, as it is 3rd and 10. Big play for both sides, the Illinois defense and the Wisconsin offense, especially the offense, I would say. As Young passing it. Young has some time. No, he doesn't. He loses the football, and Wisconsin will recover. Illinois has already wasted the first 2 downs, and they have not been good at all on 3rd down. 0 for 5 today. As Fisher looking deep for a wide open man, and it's the freshman Matt Richard who gets to about the 44. 20 seconds left in the first half. Illinois has 1 timeout. Wisconsin also has 1 timeout, but they're probably not going to get the ball back until the second half. As Fisher, he's going to be sacked. Illinois is now out of timeouts as it's 2nd and 18. Fisher and Foster in the backfield. Fisher scrambling away. He sees Derek Hall is open. Has a first down. 7 seconds left. 7 seconds left. This will be the last play of the half. As Fisher, he sees a receiver who's open, and it's Derek Hall, but he goes out of bounds. That's how his first half ends. It's been a very crazy one, as Illinois leads 14-7. It is 3rd and 2 for Wisconsin, and expect a run. The pass game hasn't been great for Wisconsin. If a run game has, and that's all they've really done. And it is a run for Daniel Stewart, and he easily gets a first down, pushed out of bounds after gaining 19 by Charles Cook. 27 rushes and 10 passes. That is a perfect description of how this Wisconsin offense has gone today. There's run number 28, and that's Billy Ashley, the freshman, getting in there, making the play. He's going to be a big part of this team in the future, but isn't really a starter this year. Trey Watson was one with the tackle, but 53 Watch for him in this team's future. It is 2nd and 11 for Wisconsin. As Young will hand it off to Stewart. Stewart gets finds a huge hole. And Daniel Stewart gets to about the 5-yard line. It is 3rd and goal on the 3. Wisconsin 50% on 3rd downs. As it looks like Illinois going for the goal line defenses. Wisconsin has been afraid to pass it. So it's going to make them pass it in the red zone as they run it. But Adam Butler, the nickel corner, is there to stop Daniel Stewart, and Illinois will most likely keep their lead unless they go for it. Wisconsin stuck with the field goal, something that probably would not be smart for Illinois. Hakeem Manson, as it's now 14-10. Fisher on 1st down. His first play of the new half. We'll find Dan Cook, and he gains 24. That was not a great route by Dan Cook, but it gave Illinois extra yards, so it still worked out for him. Look at Dan Cook. Don't really know why he went up, but gave him more yards, so I guess it worked. It is 2nd and 7 for Illinois, as Fisher will pass it. Fisher scrambling, no one is open. He will run with it, and he fumbles it, and Wisconsin will pick it up. Both teams have just been giving away opportunities to win, and honestly, neither team deserves to win, really. As Fisher will toss it to Stewart, but he loses like 5. I thought he fumbled it too, but great play by Marcus Miller, the killer. 3 tackles for a loss. He's been balling out. It is 2nd and 15 for Wisconsin. As fullback in the game, running back behind him, quarterback in front. As Stewart loses more yards, courteous of Marcus Miller, the killer. Daniel Stewart's yards per carry the past 2 plays have gone down by like a whole yard. And he's gotten it like a gazillion times. See, on 3rd and 18, they still run it. And Marcus Miller makes another tackle for a loss. This time on Brandon Matthews. It is 2nd and 7 at the 12. Not great field position at all for the Fighting Illini. It's Fisher scrambling. He sees a wide open target, and he finds Kyle Busch, of all people, and Kyle Busch holds on to it. Tough play to make. Eric Fisher overthrew him a little bit. Excellent play right there from the freshman Kyle Busch, who has certainly had a down season, but easily the best play of his season. Big play from Kyle Busch, making it 1st and 10. Past midfield is Fisher, looking for Jackson Kelly, who's had a quiet game, but there goes Kelly. He gets tackled at like the 2. Jackson Kelly is not in the game at tight end. Very interesting. Hopefully he's not injured, but he can't catch that touchdown. But instead it will be Kyle Busch who made the big play earlier. And now Eric Fisher has more passing touchdowns in his season than any player in Illinois history. He almost got it last year, but he didn't. He had 26 last year. The record is 27. And now this is his 28th. I don't know how Daniel Stewart did not declare for the draft when he was a junior, because now he's a senior. Because he just keeps getting beaten. I mean, regardless if they had Corey Clement last year, but still. He gets like a gazillion carries a game because they refuse to pass it. As Phil Webb, he literally strangles Matt Young to the ground, making it 3rd and 11. Wisconsin 6 for 13 on 3rd downs today. As Stewart and Young in the backfield, they're going to have to pass it. And they will. Young looking, he sees an open receiver. It's Oliver who loses the football. That's going to be a fumble, not an incompletion. Charles Cook forced it, and Darshame the Dream recovered it. So Illinois will get the ball back. That looked like Wisconsin was going to score, but Charles Cook with a big play. The question is, was he a runner, or did he not fully have possession? But that looks like he was a runner. Illinois will be starting this possession at the 23-yard line, as it's 1st and 10. I still don't get how Jackson Kelly's not a star. As Fisher scrambling. He's going to look down the field for a wide open target, and it's Derek Hall, and Hall will get inside the 20-yard line. He was not covered at all. I think Fisher's probably broken his career passing yards record, because that's a lot of passing yards. 408. It is 3rd and 12 at about the 15-ish for Illinois. Illinois 1 for 6 today on 3rd down. It has been ugly. As Fisher under some pressure, looking. No, he won't. He's going to be sacked. Losing 3, and he's hurt. Yeah, even if he's okay, Illinois should probably take Eric Fisher pulled his hamstring, and he's going to be okay. But Illinois is going to be going for it, not trusting Akeem Manson, and for obvious reason. As David Barrett on 4th down, he's going to try to run to get the first, and he won't. Daniel Stewart's literally going to get killed soon because Wisconsin just refuses to pass the ball. Well, this hard-hitting defense, I'm surprised he hasn't, burst a blood vessel or anything yet. As Young looking deep, finds a wide-open Jeff Matthews who gains 39 yards. It is 3rd and 5 for Wisconsin. This is a huge play. I think a couple backups are in for Illinois' defense. There's 2 minutes left in regulation, assuming this one doesn't go in overtime for the game, as Hall gets it, but he doesn't get the first down. Wisconsin is going for it on 4th down. They unsurprisingly hand the ball off, and it works as Daniel Stewart gets the score. Wisconsin is also going for 2. Minute 30 left, by the way, if you can't see. Newberry in motion, Young looking to pass it, and he'll be stopped by King. Wisconsin is going for the onside kick, and it is recovered by Dan Cook. A first down should pretty much end this game. 4th and inches. This is the game right here. As let's see what's going to happen. Fisher's going to take it in himself with a quarterback sneak. This will be the last play of the game. 5, 4. Derek Hall in motion. It's going to be a normal play. As Fisher, he's just going to run it himself. Just some good old bragging rights. And a big game here is Oklahoma beating number 2 TCU, and TCU will get their first loss of the season, and Ohio State won't get their first loss of the year as they drop 52 on Indiana. But shout out to Indiana scoring 28 against that defense. Eric Fisher can only manage 3. Point of the last play was to get Jackson Kelly his record so everyone could get a record, but Illinois still had a nice one regardless, 9-2.